Hey, what's up? Decided to kind of take it easy this weekend. I came back out here to downtown Fredericksburg. Like I say, I don't live too far away, and yeah, great town to live near. Every time you turn around, there's a battlefield, an old colonial home, and so anyway, I'm going to see if I can go inside the old Masonic lodge right there. And I saw online it's listed as a museum. It says you can go inside and take a tour. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Yeah, these websites aren't always up to date. And so anyway, I'll just let you know this building was built 1816, and it's the longest continually occupied lodge in Virginia. And but the Freemasons have actually been in Fredericksburg since at least 1752. That's when they first started keeping records, and there's a chance it's the oldest in the country. It's hard to say. Like I say, it's a secret society, so they didn't keep very good records back then, and a lot of the documents they found, things have been blotched out. And so anyway, it's been in Fredericksburg for a really long time. And before I go in, I guess I'll go over some of the history. And just to let you know, yeah, like I say, 1752, first records show that they're in. That's when George Washington and George Mason were both members. And the original lodge was at this place called the John Jones Tavern. I'm on Princess Anne Street right now. The first lodge, the John Jones Tavern, was off Caroline Street, which is one block down, a couple blocks down to the left. And yeah, so it was a lodge there for about 4 years, until the owner died in 1756, and at that time it was leased out in 1756 it was leased out by Hugh Mercer. That's when he turned it into his apothecary. And the apothecary they have now in town is actually a replica. It's kind of catty-cornered to where the original was. So anyway, so they had to move. They moved across the street to this place called the Julian Tavern. Stayed there for about 8 years until they moved into the town hall at the time. Stayed there for a pretty long time until 1814. That's when they moved to the Rising Sun Tavern. A lot of taverns, and Fredericksburg was a pretty big port town at the time, so a lot of taverns. So Rising Sun Tavern, that was the old home of Charles Washington, George's brother. So stayed there about 2 years from 1814 until, like I say, 1816, when this building was built. So yeah, that's when they moved in here. And all right, so yeah, a lot of famous members, like I say, of course, George Washington, also George Mason. Let's see, there was Robert Brooke. He was a Virginia governor. Let's see, Hugh Mercer, of course. And let's see, also about 94 soldiers from the Revolutionary War, 37 soldiers from the Confederacy. So yeah, a lot of history in this place. And yeah, I apologize ahead of time if this video doesn't work out. I'm not sure what to expect when I go in there, but all right. And over here is a lodge flag from the Civil War. It was stolen by Union soldiers and later returned.
On the ultimate, you can see there the kneeling pad. This is all, some of the chairs, all pretty much the same as
that was cool. Yeah, a couple guys in there showed me around. And yeah, it's not really an active museum. They don't give tours, but yeah, a couple guys in there hanging out. They showed me around. And yeah, the place was exactly what I was thinking it might be. And yeah, super cool. They let me film all that, all those altars and everything. And yeah, I couldn't really do any talking in there, so I'm just gonna have to put music over some clips. And yeah, they did tell me also Marquis Lafayette was an honorary member on his famous tour across America in 1824 when he stopped through Fredericksburg. They swore him in that building. And told me some pretty cool stories, like during the Civil War, they kind of sort of called a truce where the Confederates let the Union Freemasons practice in there or have their meetings. So yeah, that was super cool. I got to do that. And yeah, they also told me there's a Mason cemetery here in town. Some kind of famous local residents are buried in there. So I'm going to walk over there. So see ya.